Yo, Nathan. Hang on, I have a lot of tabs open. Need to close them. I'll close it. Actually, hang on, I need to favorite this page. No. Ogre strats. Okay. Yo, Agi. Welcome in, lads. All right. Let me turn on the game volume. Okay. All right. I want to do a little bit of practice stuff for the tournament. I have been practicing a lot offline, but I need some more practice. Or honestly, I have not been practicing a lot. I've been practicing a bit. The main issue I have right now is that I'm losing a lot of time on Gyobu. And my canyon skip is not consistent enough to actually do on runs. So I have to do shimmy. Which isn't the worst, but I would prefer to not, yeah. I would prefer to be able to do canyon skip, is what I'm trying to say. Because that would be a good bit of time save. You too? Yeah, don't we all? Yeah. You can do it, then you can't. It's all over the place. Yeah, that's how it is sometimes with these dumbass skips. One day they work and then the other day they don't. The next day they don't. By the way, Nathan, do you have time in mind for our match? I'd like to get it done this week, but I don't really mind the time. Starting my studies again next week, so it would be easier for me to have it concluded before that. Not yet. Alright. Yeah, take your time. Tried learning Gachinless Monkeys. Oh yeah, Gachinless Monkeys is definitely one of the strategies of all time. It's so cringe. Yeah, it's a little bit, well, it's a little bit hard because there's like no video on it. But there is like a backup for every situation. So it actually isn't the worst. It's just that, oh, it's slow when you have to do the backup. But honestly, not even that slow. Like, if red runs away and you catch the green, then you lose like 2 seconds, maybe 3 seconds. But if the green one runs away, then you lose 15 or more. Because then you have to go ring the bell. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wow. That was really fucking good. Three, to be honest. I mean, anyone who would go against any potential... Like, if someone were to drop out of the tournament, anyone who would go against those people would get a bye. You wouldn't have to face anyone else, I don't think. No dodge ogre. I do still dodge on some of the moves and some of the sequences, but on this particular sequence I have enough time to strafe it. That was actually kind of a 5-hit block hit right there. Four, 5, 6. This is bad. Oh, it works. 7, 8. He's gonna fucking run away. Alright. I guess you should just always like do the dodge when he starts being weird with the double spin. Because you need to go to the side for him to actually hit the attack. And the dodge gives you enough side distance so that it works. Oh, I forgot I'm on 104. $637 door. dodging to the side on that move would have saved me like 5 seconds. So. Not just, yeah, 0.1. Oh, the version? Yeah. It's just comfort. And honestly, it's also like worse because dude, the Ash pickup on Gyobu is so fucking hard on 104 for some reason. That's something you always forget, right, when you change patch, is, oh right, I have to like actually lock the fuck in for this Ash pickup. Hey, Grand. Whoops, that was bad. Okay. Ah. I'm goofing. $14 seconds lost, or more like 13. Actually, I think hitting him to interrupt him would have been better than stomp him. I thought maybe the stomp would kill, but nah. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Oh, nice. Okay, actually, I went a little too far there, but it's fine. Oops, messed that up a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I don't use an elevator split because there is nothing that varies on that section. It's always the same. Insane amount of splits to know where you're losing time. Yeah, I don't think this is the best way to go about this, but it can be nice to have a lot of splits. The better way is to just compare your run with the world record. I should have done the block hit here. Alright, that's fine. Because you're old. Damn. Well, that never stopped Mitch from being the GOAT. But Rickard doesn't use them in split. Yeah, but you don't want to look at the split. You want to look at the gameplay. Like you download the video and take your video and then you put it into a video editor and then you line it up like on each thing that you want to compare and then you play them side by side. That's the... Oh, I don't have the thing. Okay. That's the best thing to do in order to figure out where you're losing time. Using splits, like, and just looking at numbers is a little... It doesn't quite tell you what's happening. I mean, yeah, it can do something, but... I mean, if you want to use many splits, then go ahead, but it's not gonna achieve what you are trying to achieve. Hey, Warlord Gaming, thank you. How old is Mitch? I have no clue, but he is older than you, for sure. Probably add a 0 at the end of your age, and that's him. That's a joke. Oh. I'm not gonna lie though, I am a bit biased to those people who use tons of splits because they are very annoying to listen to, these players, because they will base timings off of their splits, which is like the dumbest thing ever. It's like saying that, oh, Wormdog got world record using this strat, therefore the strat is the best strat. It's like the similar kind of thing. Oh, I got a gold, so it must be faster. So, what I'm trying to say is that once you start using subsplits, you're no longer allowed in my stream. Nah. I'm just saying that it can be a distraction, I guess. That's my point. It can be a distraction, and it doesn't quite tell you with enough detail what's going on. But if you want to use it because you think it's cool, then go ahead. I guess that was the point I was trying to make. Best strats are those with the most aura. Yes, for sure. Oh, he can shoot you there. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, wait, is that Gunner? Is it? I can't tell. Okay. Thought it would be valuable information. Honestly, I think it's better info to have larger splits. Because if you look at a split, and you see that, like, if you have like 100 splits and they're all 30 seconds long, if you look at a split and see that you're losing half a second, you can't really tell what's going on, right? But if you're looking at a split and you see that it's like 2 seconds or 3 seconds slower, then that's like it highlights the errors in older text, if that makes sense. Right, when you have longer splits. That being said, that doesn't mean that you won't see your arrows the other way. It's just that, yeah, no, it just does it in a different way. Like, okay, you won't be able to spot them as easily, but maybe you get slightly more detail. Like, okay, you can see, oh, it's this part of this thing. Which, yeah, that would save you a bit of time when you do the go then to do your analysis. It would save you a couple seconds compared to figuring out, okay, I need to look at this split, and then instead of looking at the entire 2-minute split, you're instead looking at 30-minute section. So you save 1.5 minutes of your life, I guess. One time in, like, ever. Because that's only gonna... like, it's only gonna be a thing like the first time for each split. It's really difficult to look with like golds though, because yeah, what I do, I have my reset button bound to chapter in OBS. I'm using the hybrid MP4, which is able to make chapters in the recording. And whenever I hit reset, it creates a new chapter. So all of my runs are like encapsulated inside of these chapters. So like one chapter is one run in the recording. This way. You could even do this with like, there's probably some way to make this work with splits as well, by the way, but like, this makes it easier to like find the run that you are wanting to save like a gold of. So I'm saving all my golds, and then yeah, I'll compare my golds with new strategies or other people, rather than looking at the splits. I don't really look at splits. This is what I do. I mean, Ramonchi obviously does a different thing, and he's also good at the game. Like Ramonchi does what you're suggesting, which is look at the splits. But it, like, the difference is that his method doesn't tell him how much faster something is. It only tells him if it's faster. which might be good enough information, but at the same time, you don't know if it's 0.01%, 0.01 seconds faster, or if it's like 1 second faster, or like 0.5. You're gonna have to like do the video comparison to know for sure what's going on there. And that does matter because, like, if something is 0.2 seconds faster, for example, then you start having to look into margin of error. Like, error with the measuring, error with lag, error with, player performance, like, skill, or like execution, I mean. So sometimes you can get a goal with something, and in reality, that thing is just gonna lead you down like a path of being confused. Wait, okay, this golded, so this has to be faster, but then in reality, it was just like something else happened, or the old strat you were doing wrong or something. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. Oh, does she spot you if you do that? Anyway, I think it's fine. I just want to make sure that no one else gets the idea that they should be using a million splits. Because this is like something that you can do when you have like so many hours put in that you're looking for that like last 1% of improvement. And so you can sit and spend 20 hours configuring your live split. And so it's so just because I'm streaming, I'm saying that it's bad, because I don't want anyone to think that it's a good idea to go and do, to sit and tinker with a live split for 20 hours to make it like 1% better. So that's why I'm being a little bit, yeah, opposite to the idea. Just for clarity there. Because I personally hate when people talk about ideas in like a way that's not useful. Like if I'm just answering a question, then I want to answer the question for everyone, not just the person asking the question. It's kind of like, you know, school teacher moment. Oh my god, he's gonna run off. Okay, that was somehow not a headshot. Okay, first one's a miss. Should have just walked at him. I don't want to jump. I guess it's because it's funny. Okay. Right. I think I can actually just, you can actually just hit him there an extra time. Okay. Okay. Where did I die again the first time? I don't remember. Oh, right. Well, did I die in Genichiro? Maybe I did. I don't remember. Hey, Alike, thank you for the good luck. Ah, I have the muscle memory of double pressing there because I played on 106 in the other matches, but I usually do play on 104. We're gonna see now if 104 performs better for me, because on 106, like after changing back to 106, and this might be entirely unrelated to the patch, by the way. This might just be my PC aging. Like the last couple of weeks while I've been playing on 106, the game has been lagging so much in this area, and there is kind of a little bit of copium that 104 runs better. I don't know if it's like really true, but I guess I'm gonna see here if it runs better for me. Nah, not really. Still some frame drops there. How hard is that grapple? It's not too hard. Oh, whoops. There's a few different setups. I think if you start out by trying the different setups and then choosing which one works best for you, that could be a pretty decent way of learning it, because like I hate some of the other setups and I'm really happy about my setups, and then other people, you know, feel the same way about, you know, mine and theirs. So there is a lot of personal preference there. Like with mine, I kind of just like I aim the camera and just go in a straight line, whereas others, they prefer to put themselves in a specific spot and then do like a specific angled jump. And then others do like a curve, but that one is a little clowny. Like do a curve in the air. That's a little excessive, I think. Okay. Wow. Alright, okay. $30.28. That's pretty alright for having like 3 deaths and some clownery going on. All that time loss and still demolished your Deathless BB. Yeah. And it's funny, if this was Yuruka, Yuruka would be 1 minute lower, right? There's levels to this. Like every time you think that you're good, there's someone who's better. And then when you're Yuruka, you're just insane, so you think that you're fighting like ghosts that have like 27s. Thank you for the GG. I would be fine with this run, like time-wise, in yeah, in on a race. I was kind of goofing around on some of the bosses and just kind of died, like on Ape, right? I was just kind of testing if you could do that, like when he does that, if you could just kind of kill him. And I think you probably can, you just have to do it a different way than I did there. I want to like dash behind him. Or like dash the plunge, but I dashed way too early. But at the same time, I don't want to be waiting there to dash, so I think maybe you can hit him twice. Or maybe you can hit and deflect, but I don't know if the deflect is gonna go off that when you're that close to him. You're still in Babyland, so it's super obvious what you can do better. Yeah. Like it is kind of hard, right? When you as you get better to figure out what's going wrong. But I think that, like, even at my level, the thing that's going wrong is that I'm not playing enough. And then the secondary thing is that, like, once I would be doing runs, I would be resetting way too much. Because even runs that can't PB should be probably continued for practice. But it's sometimes mentally difficult to finish runs. I like this, the rule of the BPT, as Chemist calls it. This is where you're not allowed to reset until the best possible time tells you that you can't PB anymore. And this isn't to, like, get PBs. This is more just so that you aren't stuck in the early game. And it's like a clear thing that, okay, now I'm allowed to reset, you know? So it kind of has like a mental, there's like a barrier that's arbitrarily set for you that your brain kind of more easily accepts, okay, now I should do this and now I should do that. So you're not just saying like, I should reset this shit, or I don't want to reset, or yeah. This these are the two things that for me are going wrong when I'm not improving. It's like I'm not doing enough attempts. So like I'll do, like right now I've done a 38-minute stream and I've done one run. Now I've been talking for 5 minutes and I should have already been on to the next one. Like I'm wasting time instead of getting runs in. But yeah, you can definitely save some time by analysis as well, but I think the analysis, the very close analysis comes a little bit later. It comes like I don't know, sub 29 maybe? Because I didn't do shit for analysis until I got like 29, 25. I got a 29, 25 2.5 years ago, and I was just playing the game. I didn't really know what I was doing, and I still don't know what I'm doing on like a lot of sections. Like I have no clue what I'm doing on dialogue, and there's a bunch of movement sections where I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. And it would probably be worth looking into that at this point. So there's a little bit of laziness there. But yeah, I think the proper like way to balance that though is personal preference. So like some people prefer to analyze, and some people prefer to do runs, and some people prefer to do practice. I tend to prefer to not analyze because it takes a lot of fucking mental effort to, and also it's like fucking annoying to have to download a run and you have to figure out some way of doing that, and then you have to load it up into the program and you have to sit there with fucking, yeah, and like write down numbers and like a document and do math on the time, and doing math with like minutes and seconds is fucking annoying. And yeah, let me have a drink of water and then I'll start another run. You see red, you reset. Yeah, some people do that, but I think it can work fine for some people. Like Genso, if you know him, he pretty much resets right away if he's red at the start. Of course, he's playing Bloodborne, so he can't see that as well, but he goes off of his intuition. And he'll just reset immediately on like the hour-long run. Like he'll immediately reset if he doesn't like how it's looking, like in the first 5, 8, 10 minutes. And he does very well, but that's just yeah, him. Crazy at Bloodborne. Dude, he's crazy at all the other games as well. He got top 2 on the Elden Ring 80% run before the like, category split. He got that like super handily. Or I think it might have been top 3 or something. He just kind of did it. And I think then he did the no wrong warp after that, and he got the like a massive world record, and then they benched the category, so now he has the world record for that permanently because you're not allowed to submit to it anymore. Dude, I think that was him. Hang on, let me check that. It's kind of funny. Because it is a bit fucked up, right? You can't submit to it anymore. Or maybe you can submit. Hang on, let me check if you can submit to it anymore. Submit to it still. No, you can't submit to it anymore. Wait. Oh, can you? I'm not quite sure. Like, no one has submitted since he got the record. And I do remember something with... like, saying that it's been benched. Okay, I'm not quite sure. But yeah, he got the record and then it got benched. He's very good. He's also like the greatest Demon Souls player of... Okay, there might be some guy who's like fisting every boss that people don't know about. Or when I say, oh, like that speedrunners don't know about. Again, so it's probably the greatest Demon Souls player. And probably... like, it's hard to say with Bloodborne, because Bloodborne is like a 10-year-old game, right, as well. And you have like all sorts of people that play the game. But he's definitely probably... the best Demon Souls player. Someone breaks the world record in the tournament. Is it a valid run? Yes, it is. Because they are streaming their own POVs on their own channels. So that video could be used. And also the... oh, actually... oh, yeah. The layout is made in a way so you can make it nice. There are players that have done SL1, all bosses, no roll, no block, no parry, Glitchless for Demon Souls. Yeah. I see. All bosses is kind of a misnomer though, because all bosses and 80% is the same thing. Right, for Demon Souls. I gotta be fair, I'm not that impressed by no hit runs on Demon Souls due to the balancing of the game. The speedrun is just like more impressive because the speedrun is fucking garbage to do because it's garbage RNG grind. But I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just like, yeah. I'm not saying the players aren't amazing at the game. I'm just saying that I think Genso's better. Genso's achievements are better. Also, he plays like all 3 versions of the game. Like the modern version, which I guess technically, I don't think he's like considered the best version, the best player on the modern version, but he played also the emulator of the old one, and he played also the OG, I think. I could be wrong. Also, it's a little weird because like the game is so old that some of the older players who used to be the GOAT like just stopped playing. Like Unsilico stopped playing, and he had the record for like 10 quadrillion years back in the day in speedrun categories. And you also have like the guy who I forgot the name of, who did the first, I think it might have been Twilight, I think was his name. Who did the first Demon Souls and Dark Souls 1 speedruns way back, you know, when the game's released. Kind of like the Sutemo of Demon Souls and Dark Souls 1. But yeah, it's kind of hard to tell how those would like compare. Okay, this is not gonna work. It's kind of fucking weird. In your opinion, there is 3 main categories: speedruns, hitless runs, and boss kills. I see. When I'm thinking about speedruns, right, I'm usually always splitting it up into glitchless and basically skip categories, glitch categories. The reason is that the skill transfer from glitch categories into glitchless categories is not that good. So if someone is really good at glitched categories, they have to kind of start from the bottom up with glitchless. And glitchless is more closely related to playing the game in general. But some people also are just like, okay, we don't care about glitches. Like, some people just write them out of existence, but you have to remember that, like, well, I guess it depends on your view. If you don't care about what anyone else thinks, then yeah, then you don't have to care about glitches. But if you care about, like in the speedrun community, it is understood that generally, like, glitches are just as hard as the base game in the speedrun community. So if you were to go to ADDQ and say that, like, oh, I like fighting the bosses, then there's gonna be like 1 million people watching who are gonna roll their eyes and say, bro, the skips are just as hard. And they're gonna be right. Whereas, like, a lot of people who only play glitchless are like, yeah, glitches don't take skill. But some people obviously do think they take skill, but then they just ignore their existence. And I think you kind of have to at least acknowledge that they exist. But you have to count it separately from glitchless, I think, because I think glitchless is more in line with, like, hitless and boss kills. Types of ways to be good at the game. Yeah, this is why I would break it more down into, like, movement or skips. And then you have, like, boss fighting skills, and then you also have things like consistency as a whole nother thing, which is probably more genetic, and like it's more a meta thing. Like, it's genetic and it's like strategy, like grand strategy, if that makes sense. Like, it's you don't get good consistency overall by just spamming playing the game. You get, because, like, you get consistent at one thing and then you lose consistency in another. When I say consistency, I mean the type of runner who could win every race, right? And the type of runner who could finish every run, like, and with no regard for if they are currently warmed up on the run or stuff like this. So someone like Sutemo is very high on consistency in this idea. And someone like, probably shouldn't give an example, but, you know, like, someone who only plays one category would be low on consistency because they haven't expanded out in ways that teach them general skills. So, like, I think you can break the scoring of a player up into things that are, like, almost like meta categories. Like, because those skills are ones that matter a lot. Like, also, how fast do you learn? That could also be another thing, because if there is a tournament with, like, let's say if there is, like, a bounty, right? And it's a new run that no one has done before. It doesn't matter how good you are at, like, boss kills. If you're not, like, as fast of a learner as the others, oh, that's fucked, then you're gonna get fisted on the bounty. And other competitions, really. Like, how good you are at fighting bosses often doesn't translate into things just as being good at glitches. It doesn't translate into being good at glitchless. So, like, if you want to create the perfect player, right, you would have to take account for not only their boss fighting capabilities, but also their movement, and also their kind of general philosophy and approach to the game as it pertains to learning things and being consistent. Bro, glitching, you're not even playing the game. That is true. But I did specifically say in the speedrun community, right? In the speedrun community, it's understood the whole thing with glitches being quite hard. In this game, it's definitely true that, like, glitches are hard. Like, doing the glitches is harder than fighting the bosses. At least at an entry level. Glitchless is insane at the high level because it's way more competitive. Which is the main decider of how hard a speedrun is. It doesn't matter so much what the content is. That only matters for learning the speedrun, what the content is. But like, getting good at a speedrun, it's entirely based on what is considered good, like, you know. I think most people would say that a 22 80% run would be good. Like, if someone got a 22 80% run, that would be something where you'd say, well, that's pretty good. But you wouldn't do the same thing with a 32 sure glitchless run. I don't think that people would think the same about those two, but those are kind of the same things. Those are 4 minutes off of the world record. Someone could have the world record speedruns and another could compete in yeah, master run, like full thing. Impressive for different reasons. Yeah, I mean, for sure. Like, I think that there's also definitely, like, you know, you kind of get to choose who your favorite player is, right? I definitely think that, and I realized this even more when I went for the UDB Ishin kill, how good, like, Savio is. Because, like, I can do everything he can do for the bosses, right? But the consistency difference just makes a world of difference in, like, the skill level. Like, because, yeah, I can do it, but can I, like, pull it off on a run, like, consistently, or, like, on a kill? The answer is not really. The end of the skills transfer. Yeah, all of the boss fighting stuff transfers to everything. The only thing that doesn't transfer is, like, learning glitches. Doesn't transfer to the other ones. Because it's, like, a whole different game to do, like, glitched runs, right? That doesn't... Like, you could say that if you get good at glitches, you get good at movement. You could make that argument. But still, glitchless players generally have better movement than restricted players. It just so happens that in glitch categories, you have to do some kind of weird movement that the glitchless players will never practice. For speedruns, your opinion, it's Pumpkin, best general, and kill Savio. Yeah. I mean, I love Pumpkin as well, but the problem is that Pumpkin never ever in his life did a glitch. So that means that by my scoring system, everyone who did both is better than him. Because he never did it. He never even tried. Like, by like my way of thinking of it, I'm better than him. Like, pretty much any top runner. But, of course, this is for speedrun. This is not for game stuff. Like, because if he actually did choose to do it, which he didn't. So that was an active choice by him to not do it. But he is working on a glitch run now, actually. Yeah, he's having trouble, which kind of confirms that he's not good with glitches. But like, he's, you know, if you could like do like, you know, a football card, he's like a 99 on glitchless, and then he's like a fucking 50 on glitches or something. And so there's someone out there who has like a 90 on, or like even like an 80 on glitchless, and an 80 on glitches, who would then have a higher score on the football card. But his achievements aren't as impressive. And I think that like people generally look at the people that are the best in one aspect to try and look at who's the best player, but actually that's generally gonna, you're generally gonna not find the best players by looking at that, because you're looking at specialists, not generalists. And Pumpkin is not a generalist, he's a specialist for glitchless. Sutemo is a generalist, Wormdog is a generalist. I am a bad generalist for speedrunning, not for all the challenges. Now, the ultimate generalist is Yuruka, because he can do everything. And that's why I think Yuruka is the best player and the best speedrunner. Because he did any percent as well, and he did well on any percent. He has top 3 or top 4, which is fucking hard. But again, that's my opinion. I think it's so hard to figure out who's actually like, you know, the best, or like even judging players' skill level is hard, because you're like, what are you looking for, like, and at what time are you basing the information off of? Like, are you looking at Pumpkin like 2 years ago when he was the undisputed like fucking king, or are you looking now where like he's not even the best Chinese player? Probably, maybe he is, but it's not actually even certain. Beige might be better. I think if you ask Yuruka, he might say that Beige is better than Seving. Because Beige is fucking insane. Romanchi is the best player. Yeah, another example of a general of a specialist. That being said, though, his skill set, because he plays glitchless and hitless, is gonna transfer well to other things. Like, the thing is, it's not hard to get good at glitch categories, but the question is, are you gonna do it, or are you just gonna keep playing glitchless? And in my opinion, if you're not gonna do it, like, it's the same thing if a speedrun player, like, says, I don't ever want to play hitless because it's cringe. I think that's gonna dock points off of them. And the same thing with the other way around, if a no-hit runner refuses to do speed. This is gonna not work, right? Actually, I think I have to wait, yeah. Okay. But actually, I fucked that up. Okay. I have to do an insane backup here. I think this should work. Okay, actually the red, he aggroed. Okay, man, I'm gonna lose like 40 seconds here, but I shouldn't have to reset. Okay, never mind, I'm gonna have to reset. Okay, let's just get the red one, okay? Dude, this is some clown business. Let's get the green one. Oh wait, I can get the purple one now. Holy shit. Actually, is he in here? I don't think he's in here. I think he went somewhere else. Yeah. Oh, he's over there. Can you... Oh, he doesn't run into that room. Okay. Oh, this doesn't work. Yeah, okay. Are you kidding me? Shit, man, I'm gonna have to... Okay. Do not look at the fucking gameplay, okay? Oh, he's not here because I didn't. Okay. Where the fuck is the green one? I'm a little surprised that the start here of the fight didn't work out. Like with buffing. I guess if you just buff that little bit too late. Like usually you can buff like quite late and it'll still work. Oh, I'm gonna fucking die to these guys. I can't. Wait. Okay. I think I got it now. He's gonna run to the dark room from here, I think. Can he? Yeah, he does it from this angle. Okay. Dude. Minor incident. Oh, the... What's the green one doing in here? Okay, I think I can get him here. Sure, if I've seen a player be able to do everything that you could be in the game at a high level. Yeah, Yoruka's kind of done that, kind of. I mean, he hasn't done like master run or anything on hitless. But I mean, he currently has like the best Sekiro speedrun of all time completed. And he's done some pretty insane kills. And he has also done some hitless business. But yeah, someone's not gonna be the absolute best in everything. It's just more so the thing that you observe is that someone is the best in one thing and then they're mediocre at the rest. Like Victor. Or Pumpkin. Or Aggie back in the day. Aggie didn't like have any clue what he was doing if he was playing the game like hitless. Like then, oh yeah, Seki as well. Seki like really good at speed hitless and the best at glitchless back in the day, but he didn't like really know how to do glitch stuff. Like he did of course do the ABMB restricted and all beats and memories restricted, but that's like that run is back then didn't have that much stuff. Like you did one skip in the run. Like you only had to do Gyobu skip. That was like the only skip that required any sort of technical movement. Yeah. Like if we're making like a football card again, right? This should work. Okay. We're making like a football card. I want someone with like high 90s or 80s on every stat. I don't want someone who's like, you know, I don't want a striker who can only be on the pitch for like 20 minutes before gassing out. Or like a goalkeeper who can't do a goal kick to save his fucking life, you know? I didn't equip him D. Man, too much yapping. Yeah, he definitely dominated ABMB Glitchless for so long. He also had like a period where he played it for like over a year straight, which was crazy. Actually, the other day I said that I think Pei was the one who played ABMB Glitchless the most, but I think probably Seki played more just because, you know, back in the day he played so much. So actually, I think I was wrong when I said that. Because the other best general player with others for specifics, yeah. It's hard though, because also you could think about like the potential that a runner has. Like someone like Pumpkin has great potential, but he chose to focus on his studies rather than speedrun. Like that's a choice he made. And so you could like count it both ways. You could say, oh well, if he hadn't done that, then he would have, you know, he could have been the best. But you could also say, well, he didn't do it. And this is like a thing that I say a lot when I'm talking about Wormdog. Because the big difference between like when I compare myself to Wormdog is that, okay, we know a lot of the same strats and we can do a lot of the same things. He's more consistent than me, but it's not like it's not unsurmountable, I don't think. But the thing is that he's way better at committing to doing something. So like with Wormdog, I don't have to think about if, because if he sees that there is a possibility for an if, he's just gonna do it. Which is like really a crazy skill to have on top of being like a fast learner and also, you know, being able to put in the hours, which is kind of related to the first point, but yeah. In the tournament, do you have multiple runs and choose the best time? No, you start at the same time, and then whoever finishes the run with the lowest in-game time wins. No resets. Yeah, if you get shot in tutorial, right, you're just 30 seconds behind from the start. If you die on Gunford, then you probably lose unless the other guy also dies on Gunford. So yeah, it's one try. No resets. So like this run, for example, if I had this on a race, I would be quite fucked. Like if that happened on monkeys. That's a pretty easy to avoid mistake though. You just have to make sure that you have Gachin active on your hotbar when you enter the monkeys fight. Hey, Dryma, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce the name, but welcome in. And yeah, I'm just doing some practice, and I think it's going all right. My offline practice has been pretty successful, I think. Been pretty happy with that. Other than that, I can't get Canyon Skip to be 100% consistent. So I'm just gonna stop thinking about Canyon Skip probably. Or maybe I'll practice it for 10 hours tonight, who knows. This, I think, yeah, 4 Ash. Scamion Skip, Shimmy Supremacy. Yeah, I do prefer Shimmy. But if I'm playing against Worm, I'm gonna want to do Canyon Skip, for example. I think it's worth it against Worm. And probably maybe Ramonchi as well. And Emma. And some others. It's gonna depend on the match. Like, I wouldn't do it against, like, when I'm playing against Nathan, for example, I would just shimmy. Because, like, I don't think he's doing... maybe he's doing Canyon Skip. I don't know, but, like... I'm just imagining, right, if we both did Canyon Skip, right? And I fucked up. That would be pretty bad. Like, yeah, if I fucked up and they didn't. And you. Yeah, no offense, of course. You're shimming, cause... yeah. Nah, I could do double canyon against you, Sarah. Oh, no, I'm doing tunnel skip. Of course. Gotta do tunnel skip. Get DQ'd right off the bat for going out of bounds. Nope. Missed headshots. Getting flame vent and mid-air prosthetics, then doing canyon skip. Yeah. This RNG is so common for me. Probably should practice 8 more as well. I don't know if it's skill issue if I can't catch him there with my hit when he does that, or if it's just like not really something you can realistically do. Because I feel like you might be able to catch him there with like kind of like a fast reaction dodge and then a hit. Because that extra hit there is the difference between being able to like insta-death blow him or having to mortal draw again. Yeah. Can't even do front dojo. Man, front dojo is so worth learning. Fuck, I did this movement bad. But at the same time, you're probably not gonna... like, you're not gonna learn it, like, immediately, right? Oh yeah, in the long run it's worth learning. Because it's very consistent. Unlike other bullshit. And you can retry it. Dude, even on hitless you can sometimes retry it. Because the guys might miss you on the, like, when you fall down. I lost 3 seconds in movement. Hell no, brother. Also, this grab strafe is really fucking good. The grab strafe is the reason why you can't really say that the 180 strat saves time, like how much time it saves. Because if you get a regular fight with a grab strafe, then you didn't really lose any time compared to the 180. You know, when Rakyo got his 29-26, which was the last record with old timer, when he got that, he had a perfect 180 fight on Emma. And on the following record, or on the record that ended up breaking the 29 barrier, or one of the runs that Uros did, he did not do it, but he was still like getting the same Emma because he got the grab strafe. So he was fighting her like normally, but because he did the grab strafe, he got so much health damage on her that, yeah, it ended up being fine. Not many people do the grab strafe though, but it's really good. If I did this run, you'd beat me? Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know what to do on monkeys there. I didn't... Like... I'm actually having a lot of issues with the purple one. Like catching him down inside of the house. Oh, right. Oh my... I completely forgot. You're supposed to dash. Oh, yeah, this is... Okay, I actually remember now. When you go down to the purple, right? And you don't know that, like, when he's gonna run. So, like, obviously, with the Glitchless strat, you have it planned out. But when you drop down because you're chasing after him and you don't quite know the timing, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to dash away from him and then attack. Because you get a sideways attack that won't miss. Fuck, I completely forgot about that strat. That would have saved me like 2 minutes. Fuck. Thank you for the GG. I love that I'm saving time on Canyon because I fucking missed double Canyon in my PB. You're surprised some don't do it with the grab strafe? I don't think anyone really does it. Which is kind of crazy. I'm gonna guess that Yuruka does it just because he's good. But I honestly don't know. The walking around her isn't bad either. But the thing is that you'd get like 1.5 hits for free by grab strafing it. Because you have to waste quite a lot of time either walking around her or dashing. If you dash, of course, it's like pretty fast. Like you only miss out on the opportunity of like 1 hit. But the combo, like, dead angle is worse. So in the context of doing the regular fight, doing the grab strafe allows you to get a lot of extra hits that you won't usually get, because when you're doing the regular fight, you don't really get any chances at all to do these like dead angled hits. You have to wait for her to attack and then deflect and then attack yourself, and then, yeah. So it saves a lot of time for the regular fight. And then it doesn't... It's still good for 180s, but... For 180s, I think it's like... It saves like 1 to 1.5 hits worth of time. But yeah, it saves like a fuck ton for the regular fight. Probably like 3-4 seconds on the regular fight. In like if you imagine that you have like a kind of maybe average to below average fight, and then just put a grab in there that you grab strafe on, you probably just save yourself like 3 seconds. Some bullshit. Because of how good health damage is early in the fight, especially. And she loves doing it early in the fight. Especially for the standard strat, right? Because for the standard strat, you don't get as many opportunities for it. Because I don't think she really does it after blocking. When she blocks your attack, I don't think she really does it. I think she probably can, but I think it's mainly when you're health hitting her, she'll do it, right? So the main time you would get it would be right at the start of the fight, which is gonna get you that health damage to decrease her posture recovery. It's actually quite insane. My goat Uro's coming up with the sick shit, although I don't even know if he came up with it. I don't remember. You forgot about it because of 180s? Yeah. Some do. Oh, the dodge for monkeys. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the dodge attack is really nice. Has a really nice hitbox. Yeah. Also with like the ape phase 1, like, you know, jump MD, then the follow-up, and then some people hit immediately. Of course, sometimes you might have a good angle for it, but the dash attack and its follow-up has a very good hitbox. The dash attack has, you know, that like sideways sweepy motion, so that you can, with the ape, you can kind of stay at a distance, and then you can hit him at the max range and kind of avoid his arms and all the other shit. And then for the follow-up, it goes like kind of more vertically. So after you have closed the distance with the first hit, what I do is I face like out away from him to make sure I don't hit his shoulder. But that one is quite good as well for hitting it. Whereas like the 1-2 of the regular attack, you're kind of getting like one animation that's fine and then another animation that's fine, but they don't really, in the chain of doing 1-2, they don't really generally have that good of a success rate, because they kind of do opposite things. Like the one comes from one side of your shoulder and the other comes from the other side of your shoulder. And right, you would like to put yourself in a position so that your hit would like line up correctly with his shoulder, so you don't hit his shoulder. But you're gonna have, you're like put in the situation of, if you line up yourself well for the first one, then you're gonna be lined up bad for the second one, if that makes sense. Because it's like first you know, one part of the X and then the other line of the X. So that's another place where dodging is like quite underrated, but everyone at the top level, of course, does it, because you have to wait either way for the monkey. So that's why it makes sense to dodge attack, double MD, and then dodge attack. You can also cancel your MD earlier when you do that. So it's not even like a full dash of like time loss or time waste. It's like you're technically like able to maneuver faster. Well, you are definitely able to maneuver faster, but you're like able to do shit faster. I don't know how long like a dash hit actually is, but like a hit is like 0.7 and like a dash is like 0.6. But then a dash attack, I don't exactly know how that works. Okay. I'm gonna get some food real quick, and then I'll do some more runs after. All right. Give me a moment. I got some quick vegetable leftovers from yesterday. Hell yeah. All right. Okay. Maybe we can get a PB. Ooh. Wouldn't that be nice? I honestly don't know if I even give a shit about PBing on this. Because it's like... It's probably more impressive to have like an old sub 29 than have like a slightly lower sub 29. Sub 28. Yeah, bro. Let me just pull it off right now. Just give me 2 seconds and I'll get right on that. Hang on, I'll check my settings. Early bird catch the stone? Or is it the stone? Catches the stone? I thought his early bird gets the worm. Might be different saying in Spain. Thank you, Emma. What am I? My chair's getting stuck, dude. I have so much shit. Is who gets up early is held by God. I see. What's the Danish one? I don't remember. Maybe we don't have one. Oh. But you know, we have sort of more the classic sayings like, don't sell the gun before the bear skins itself. Like that one. And what other are there? Getting up in the morning before the boots put Satan on. Shit like that. Hey, Zell? Some coffee? Well, what time is it for you, Zell? I guess like early midday. I'm just curious because I'm not so what's it called? Familiar with your time zone. Love some coffee though. I'm taking it a little bit easy with the coffee right now. I can feel myself, you know, when I have like a lot of coffee, I can feel myself just being like, you know, kind of like jittering, you know. As Theo One would say, I'd start showing up as a fucking router on the fucking on the phone. That's how much fucking signal I'm producing from vibrating. That joke is so fucking good, but I just completely butchered it. Some coffee, hell yeah. Thank you, Zero. Oh right, I was supposed to do the other thing there. Way straight to the side. I've been studying the video or the videos by Asphyxians for the ogre stuff. But like, okay, if you get him to do the insta grab and you cancel it, then you can say, okay, that one is on cooldown, so the next one that I need to watch out for is the slam. So if you get that one, then you would do like the block hit tech so that you can dodge the slam to the side. But if he opens with the slam, then you have to think about the insta grab, and then, you know, it kind of changes what you do as the first like follow-up. Like, of course, the opener is the same every time. But then the kind of like start of the part that you have to like adapt, that changes depending on which one you ended up canceling at the start. And if you didn't cancel like either of those, then you just kind of have to I don't know like if there is a particular strat. I'm gonna assume that there is not. And you just kind of do the one to avoid the instant grab, and if he does the slam, then you just have to deflect it in that case. Like, for example, if he opens with double, like he does, you know, he does the opener where he's doing the walking grab, and then he does the walking grab again, because sometimes he does that. Like in that situation, you're just kind of like, okay, yeah, bro, I know, I'm just gonna lose time. I think that's how it goes, but yeah. Oh no. Please don't do that again. Okay. Actually, it's fine. Decent phase 1. Thank you. Ah. Okay, actually a good fight. My PB Gyobu is just insane though, so yeah. It's like a 220 I think. 220 or 221. This is good though. Yeah, I could... This would be a nice run to like, this would be a good pace. Or this is a good pace, but like, you know, if I was going for a PB, this would be great. But I'm not. I'm practicing all the safety strats. Catch info and bottom forward. And I have so many. I have so many. Like going around for Senpo, the Senpo hall. Not opening the door, for example. I also have a thing that I'm doing on Canyon, but I keep forgetting to do it. Oh guys, can someone quickly do the math on the Gyobu fight? You can just like act as if I just got a 59 on ball. What's that? Actually, I can do it after the run. I forgot that I can see it after. I think it's 34 seconds though, plus 48. So that's... Okay, that's a 222. With rough math. Quite good. Probably closer to 223, just, you know, because I didn't count the milliseconds or whatever into it, the decimals. What am I doing? Not too bad. Hey, let's go. Oh, okay. I thought maybe that would get the deflect that flow. I guess if he did the different attack, it would have. No. Yeah, I'm actually ahead of my PB right now. It's not gonna work. 634, 6. As a. I think I'm walking too far here. Yeah, I'm walking a little too far, I think. Sorry about that. Yeah, I kind of did the... yeah, I'm actually not very good at... like, I'm quite slow on idles, to be honest. So yeah, it was probably a bit on the slow end, even, like, probably lower than average. Oh. I'm just thinking about where my major time losses were in my PB. And I think the biggest one is on Emma, where I lost... I got a 136, and my gold is 128.5. And you can go lower than that. So in theory, you know, I could save like maybe like... probably easily save 6 seconds on Emma. And honestly, this Roberto split, I also have like a good like 2 seconds here that I save most of the time. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know if my gold is like double tempo or not. It might be. I don't remember. Nice. Your biggest time loss was failed top forward, which became bottom forward. Oh, I see. Failing to... falling early to snake eyes. Oh. Oh, 15 seconds. Damn, that's a lot of time saved there. Yeah, I guess my biggest mistake is I failed double canyon on my PB, so I have like 14 seconds there to save if I did double canyon at the very start. And then I guess Emma. I don't really remember the other things. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I do quite like this RNG, even though it's not the best. Wish you can do this. Quite cool. Actually, it might be fast. I don't really know. I never timed any of the RNGs. Or, well, I didn't time them. Like, yeah. Oh! Okay. I didn't get. Let me try again. What? Hey! Haha. The crazy grapple. I was kind of labbing if there was a nice setup for that, but there kind of isn't. Unlucky. Because the branch just says no, you can't fucking move. Hey! Jesus. Is he gonna spot me early? Oh yeah, technically a little bit early, but... Open the door for good luck. I wonder if this loses extra time to open a door. It might. I don't know. Oof. That was good skill menuing. Actually. Welcome back, Cell. It's weird to call you Cell because there is Sill. Like Sill 6. So we got Cell Kittens, we got Cell Just, we got Sill 6, we got... Who else do we have? Your twins? Damn. That's crazy. I didn't know that. This feels random. Yeah. Well. Jumping into the void definitely loses time, right? But that's not really a black screen. That's just fucking, you know, dying. Well, it is a black screen, but it's like the void out screen, right? But yeah, I guess you're right. None of the other things are like... Yeah. None of the other things are like... It's more like copium time save or time lost. The best type of strat, placebo strats. Things that aren't trolling. Well, you could argue that it's trolling to ring the bell or like go into the dark room, shit like that. Oi! Oh, he doesn't even pivot there. Okay. I did not know that. I thought he would track on that move, but I guess he doesn't. He just fucking shoots in one direction. Shout out to the band. Romanchi came full tin foil hats on me. That being higher save time, tested with him, was true. You know, it actually is a good theory though, because then you're closer to where you're getting teleported, because the map is like, you know, it's like under Cento. So, I do like the theory. Yeah, but it doesn't do shit. I've thought about with the dark room being, you know, where the purple can't see in that room. Or... Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Okay, actually, I don't think I lost that much time there. It's fine. Oops. Yeah, the lighting like changes, and I like, okay, so my theory, which also is complete tinfoil hat, okay, you get the dark room bug, it darkens your screen, and because the screen is darkened, the black screen takes like a frame longer or something, like because of lag or because of, you know, some shit like that. That's my tinfoil hat theory. Yeah. A tinfoil hat theory for that, but it's not like, you know, oh, it saves time, it's don't go in there. It's so like I'm just staying away from there, you know, just in case. You never know. Yeah, I guess that's true. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. 202. Oh man, I lost so much time on going for it actually. Dude, how do I manage to get a 239? I thought you would get like a 230 if you did like save strats. Oh, it's because I got the idol, right? Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember how much I thought the idol lost, but I think it's losing a little bit more than I anticipated. I think that's like maybe 8 seconds or something. 8, like 8, fuck. 8 seconds that it loses to get the... Oh, what the hell? What the hell? Because you also take the slower path, yeah. Although I think the path I take isn't too bad, you know, because like I go basically straight there after doing the delay jump. I did a little bit of lapping on the path to cut it down a bit. Also to have a higher chance of not getting shot in the ass. Shit. Yeah, 8 seconds. It does generally take 5 seconds to unlock an idol. I think that's generally the my god, that was terrible. That's generally like, that's like a general kind of thing, number. But it obviously depends on the case, right? As is evident by the fact that this one loses 8. So 5. I was gonna try for 4. But... yeah. Game. Smoking a throwing a smoke bomb, not smoking a throw bomb. Jesus. You could smoke a smoke bomb. Yeah, but I don't think you can smoke a throw bomb. Unless a grenade, unless a throw bomb is just another word for grenade. Just a restarted way to say grenade. Nah, you can't smoke a grenade. You can light it up and then blow up, but I don't think you can smoke it. You gotta have like some invulnerability buff on you when you light it up to achieve that. You can smoke the smoke of a smoke bomb, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that is probably true. I probably wouldn't recommend it. Probably stick to smoking glue or whatever it is that people smoke nowadays. Smoking penis. It's a really bad idea, yeah. You can smoke some oxygen, some good old atmosphere air. I guess that's not pure oxygen, right? But you know what I mean. Oh yeah. I might gold by like 0.1. Okay, never mind. It missed gold by like like half a second. Oh, right, okay. So my 2 time losses during this run compared to my PB was Gunford, right? Just because Gunford. And then the other one was missing the jump. A lot for Miss Noble. Oh, yeah, that's too far left. To be on the guys in the smoke break. Oh, and get extra breaks. Hell nah. I just smoke for the love of the sport, you know? Good. I lost time on the movement though. That's a little bit funny. Nice. I think that's a 29. 29? Oh, I see. I could tell it was a 101 Ishin. That's good. I could have actually PB'd here. Because I lost 12 seconds, right? On, or let's just say 10 seconds on messing up the branch skip. The branch skip. The tree jump? What do we call it? The tree jump? I don't remember what we call it. Hut skip? I think they called it hut skip back in the day. But it doesn't skip the hut, it just goes to the hut, so it doesn't really make sense. The same thing with tree skip. Tree jump, I guess. And then, yeah, I lost, yeah, I get 7 seconds on monkeys, and then 8 seconds to picking up the Gunford idol. So 8 plus 7 plus 12 is 27. Okay, so it would have been a 29.00. Right, 10 plus... Hang on, let me check that. Oh, no, that actually doesn't add up. 25. Now I don't even remember the numbers I said. I said 7, 8, and 10. Yeah, that's... No. Did I say that? I hope I didn't say... I hope those aren't the real numbers, because there's no way I miscalculated that to be fucking 27, because that's 25. Anyway. Yeah, just add in double canyon on top of that, and yeah, that's a good time, I guess. I think we did 3 runs so far. The first one was 30-30 or something, or 30-40 maybe. Did shimmy on the PB and I just failed canyon skip. And fell into the void and kept on going and then PB'd. Let me tell you what my PB time on that is. Yeah, it's 55. Which is, it's exactly like 14 seconds. Like it's 14.03 seconds compared to my gold. That I have lost in my PB on Canyon. Oh yeah, let me check the Gyobu now. So I got out of Canyon at 4:12, and then at 6:01 I talked to Tengu. Then there's like there's 34 seconds up to the door, so that ends up being a 122, probably 123 if we take account for milliseconds, you know, 2 times half a second equaling 1 second, so we add an extra second. And 223, I guess that's not like... 223 is like not amazing. Like it's really good, but it's nothing like crazy. But also I can actually get 58 balls, so so maybe that math isn't even right. I don't have a 58 ball because I'm splitting in a different way than everyone else. Basically all your best fights are way slower than sub runs for someone. You got a 59 Ishin with slow strands. Yeah, I haven't had a 59 yet. I think it's because I don't finish that many runs. Well, recently I've been finishing a lot of runs. On this one, he kind of did the meme on phase 1. Also, Emma, I didn't get the Mikiri death blow. I got the Flake death blow. Can you get a 58 without storm cancel? So you need to do the tech, right? Where when you go to the Akko, you need to jump so that you land on top of the Akko so that you can pick it up while you're still in midair. And then you need to do a super tight line. And then you also need to do the dumbass jump around the corner. And then you can get a 58. Basically, what I'm saying is I could get a 58. I'm closer to 58 than to 59 on that fight. That's what I'm trying to say. That I got. You're good at the jump? Hell yeah. I'm kind of bad at it. So I just do the riflets fast landing. Man, why was that ogre? Oh, sorry. Dude, I keep calling the gorilla for ogre. I keep calling gorilla ogre. Why am I regarded like that? I can't get like better than 207 gorilla for some reason. Like, even though on the fight, like the phase 2 was like as good as it can get, right? Fast landing and jump around. Oh man, it's really small. It's really small. I don't know. The fast landing is so easy, that's why I do it. But yeah, the jump around should be at least like it's fast enough so that you can see a difference between it, like in a side-by-side video. I don't remember if we really timed it though. But it's like, you can definitely see in the side-by-side that's faster. It's not like some 2-frame bullshit. It's probably like 0.1 or 0.2, maybe more. Also, you never get shot when you do it, so that's nice. Can potentially prevent you from having to idle after ball. And idling after ball, in my timing, say loses like a little bit, like half a second or a little bit less. I think some other people have timed it to not lose time. So maybe that's just me being bad at doing the idle thing. Oh, it could also be like a 104 thing. Because 104 is a little sus with items. Item pickups, item pop-ups. I don't really know what's going on there. It's the opposite. You can't get the fast landing, but jump around works. Oh, okay. Well, then jumping around should be the best one for you then. I guess you might just be jumping from the wrong spot on the fast landing. It may just be that like you have been doing a different pathing. You know, sometimes it's like that where as a certain jump will line up well with one type of doing a pathing, and then with another one it won't. Like for example, at the very start of the game when you get out of temple, I like climb up the wall and then I do like a sideways jump, you know? And that lines up the delay jump really well for me, the way I do the pathing. But for others, they probably feel that they get too far to the right. So, you know, it's this sort of like, yeah, a little bit of personal influence there. Alright, okay, I'll stop yapping and I will do another run. Let's go. And yeah, the goal here isn't to hit a PB, the goal is just to consistently get under 30 minutes. That's my goal. And so far, it hasn't... That run was good, but the two prior ones, the first one was fine, and then the second one was really bad, and then this one was really good. Like, if I get a 29:30 in one of the races, I'm basically gonna say, you know, I did as well as I could, and if I didn't win, then it's just because the other guy just had like a really, really like, you know, like Worm Dog or something, or Ramon or Emma having like a really insane run. You play 1042 and you see the weird stuff with items. You have noticed the thing with the Gyobu Ash pickup, right? Where on 106 it's way easier than 104. Like on 104 you have to like instantly after you stop sprinting start spamming the item pickup. Whereas on 106 you can chill a bit while you're like still decelerating from the sprint. Visual cue for the 104 pickup. Oh, that might actually be a good idea. I do kind of have it a little bit, but maybe I should look further into that. Kept failing it. Yeah, I was failing it a bit in practice as well earlier today. I don't really know, like... I do have a feeling that 106 is better than 104. But I think the main reason I prefer 104 is because of because it's more similar to 102. And like 102 is, I guess it's, yeah, 102 is my preferred patch for the game. Just because I really like the idea of the game being more broken. So like switching from 102 to 106 is kind of annoying because you have to relearn you know, the attack power stuff with double pressing. But if I play on 104, then it's the same between 102 and 104, and then I never have to think about having to double press. But double pressing is fine, it doesn't really lose much time, actually. Like, you might think it loses more time than it does, but... Like, in a perfect world, you would only lose 1 frame there, but... Obviously, we're not robots. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh. Okay, I should have 100% gotten grabbed there. I didn't do that right. Oh, that's a backstab. Yep, that's a backstab. Oh, thank you for the good luck. And good luck to you on Demon. I haven't fought Demon in so long. I actually need to learn to fight Demon without Mortal Draw. And like with low, like not like AP1, but you know, like not maximum maxed out stats, you know? And Yash and all this sort of type of shit. That's actually something I need to work on. That's not gonna... Oh, okay. Never mind. Don't remember too much about the gameplay. Hell yeah. 320 Gachin Ogre? Well... Yeah, that's fine. I had a 317 with a 138, though. $138. Yeah, 138 tutorial. Oh. You can technically get a okay, so yeah, 138 on Ogre, like a 138 Ogre split. With Gachin. I don't think you can go lower than that though. I don't remember what, like, a good... When I'm saying good, I don't mean Eureka and Asphyxians. I mean, like, a little bit. Like, maybe, like, half a second slower than that. I don't know what, like, a good... You know... Gachinless one is nowadays. For me, like... I was so happy if I got a 134. Like, holy shit, I was so happy if I got a 134 on Gachinless Ogre. $132, dude, that is crazy. Well, that should mean that you should be able to potentially get a 137 on Gachin. Man. That's crazy. Wow. I'm not gonna lie, Ogre is very confusing for me. Like how to save time on him. Because it looks the same every time, I feel. But sometimes it's just super fast. He's gonna come and have some fun with me. Okay, this is... Right. Sidework, stash. I'm gonna die. I should have counted. Oh wait, can you do this? I think you can, right? Oh wait, you're supposed to press R first. Oops. My bad. You hold down and then you press R and then you spam E. I think that's how you can do that actually fast. This one is a little cooked, I'm not gonna lie. Fuck. Oof. Woohoo. The dead angle on that one is so weird. I might be using that too early. Whoa, another double lightning. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Too bad I fucked up, you know, on bull, so I lost time like right at the start of the segment. Fuck. Yeah, I lost 3 seconds right at the start. Shit. And then I clowned a bit on phase 1. We're still trying to get a gold, and when I say we, I mean like also Yoruka. Where it's you get like a really good 180 opener, right? And then you get double lightning, and then you get a deflect death blow. Like, I'm sure that there's someone. Hey, clown of business. Hey, clown of business. Sure that there's someone that has that already. And captured the first 151 on Kinitro. But yeah. They just flipped it off of me. Flicked it off of me. That's so amusing. This fucking tatami wall or whatever it is. I guess not tatami, that's the floor. Sorry. Japanese enjoyers. Seven hit 8 P1. Hell yeah. I think I have seen you do that a few times though, Nathan. You could definitely do it. Chinese runners will... I think I already read that. Yeah, if one of the Chinese guys submitted it, then I would or yeah. Yeah. If one of the Chinese guys got it, then they probably wouldn't share it. Oh, hang on. I had fucking YouTube chat minimized. Sorry. I just had to open it up again. It was just because I was checking something over on the tab. You are asking question like, why are we here in this life? Why do we die? What will happen to us after death? Try to know about Islam. Okay, that's a crazy message to get. Damn. Holy shit. Wow. I was not expecting that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Fast ape tutorials? I mean, there is the... wait, I don't remember if there is a tutorial for it, actually. Maybe you can check the list and see if there's one on it. Speedrun.com/Sekiro/guide/VBUET. That's the URL for the guide list. I think I can hit through there. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I don't like this position. Oh, this positioning is fine actually. Except I should have done better there. I'm not playing very seriously right now. I'm not gonna lie. It's not because I don't want to play seriously, it's just because I'm a little lazy right now. It's not quite the same as when you're on a race and you're like really fired up to, you know, do the run. Also, that was kind of sweet. That being said, even though I probably can't feel I'm getting better or like getting more consistent, I probably still am getting more consistent. Okay, let's do this right. 1, 2, and then turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And camera up so that you can get the grapple instantly. Without some tomfoolery, that's correct. Yeah, it's not the real Sekiro if there's not some tomfoolery. Ah, I'm forgetting. Ah, 207, not bad. Oh yeah, this guy can actually shoot you. I forgot. You need to go, if you don't want that guy to have a chance to shoot you, need to go on the other side of the idol. But that's losing even further time. So it's like, yeah. There's probably a better pathing though, but haven't found it yet. Like there is this one where you grapple to the branch, right, and then you like sprint jump and then wall jump like over them. And that one you don't get spotted, but that movement is also slow. Because you can't do the, you don't really do the delayed jump. Like you don't jump down on the platform, you first like grapple up and then you jump down. Oh, this is weird, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, okay. Not the worst. Oh, the other interesting death blow animation. Oops, too far to the left, I think there. I guess you equip the snap seeds first. So you don't have to do what I just did there. I have to throw the ashes. Oh well, actually I don't. I'm just playing Shura, so it doesn't matter. Not bad. Okay, time to gold. I had a fast sit down here, which I never have, so let's go. Monkey cancel. Hahaha. No monkey cancel. He's insane, that monkey. I'm not playing with him. Rip. Okay, 6 or 8 hits, I guess. Because I usually just don't count the first 2, but yeah, 8 hits. Wow, I've had this exact fight like so many times. He always fucking backs up. Maybe I'm putting him in like a bad position where he always does that. Maybe there's like some positional meme that I don't know about there. Because it does that so often. Backs off in that exact direction. Alright, I think we'll get a low 30 here. You're changing your ape strat. It's not gigafast, but you feel like you do it consistently. Hell yeah. Sounds good. Fuck. I thought she deflected me, I'm not gonna lie, but she didn't. Did she block like 2 attacks in a row or something? It was really weird. Alright. Sure.
Sekiro
Right, 30-11, not bad. Lost 30 seconds on bull for no reason. Other than that, the run was good. Alright. Alright, I think that's gonna be it for today. Short and sweet little practice session here. Let me see. Oh man, there's actually quite a few people playing Sekiro right now. We have Vomit, and we have Shibi playing. Shibi's doing Shura Glitchless, I think. Okay, he's yapping. Respect to that. I think I'll raid Vomit though, because he's actually playing the game right now. He's doing some no-hit business. All bosses and mini-bosses attack power 1. Pretty cool stuff. Thank you guys for stopping by today. Happy that you were here. I'll see you guys later. I don't know when I'll stream again, but yeah. At least for the races, and we do have some races later today that I'm gonna be excited to watch. So yeah, I'll see you. Go say hi to Vomit and bye bye.